Hi everybody and welcome back to another video, and today is removal day. I've had my nails on now for about 4 weeks. So this is the drill that I use. It's a Melody Susie. I got it from Amazon and I just went on and checked today and they have a lightning deal and it's £60. So I'm just showing you here that it has a forward and reverse. When you turn the knob to turn it on, when you keep turning that, it tells you what speed then it's doing. And it has a battery indicator and it shows you F for forward, R for reverse. And the handpiece itself is really easy to use. It's quite light. You just twist the middle of the barrel and the bit can pop out. And to replace another bit, you just put it in there and give it another twist, and that locks it into place. So I'm just going to show you here me removing my nails with this drill bit and the speed that I would use it on. So I use this drill bit at 25 RPMs and it is called the Green Smoothie bit from Willow Academy. And this bit is coarse. It's quite aggressive and I would use this bit for full removals because it just eats up the product, no problem, gets through that bulk really easily, and I can get right back to my base, right through the builder gel, no problem at all. It just goes through it like butter. And this bit is a rugby shape, and this one here's a right-handed bit. I've got it in silver. You can also get it in gold and purple, I think. But I really love this for doing full removals because I just think it just goes through the product so quick. It would also be good, I would say, for acrylics because it is coarse. I would say it would have no problem at all going through acrylic and stuff like that. But as you can see here, my builder gel was like a pink colour and my base now you can see is like a milky white colour, and it's just going right back to that, so easy. You can also use this bit to shorten the nails. I'm not shortening mine today. I'm just going to tidy them up a wee bit with the hand file. So that's one nail done, and I'm on the second now. Please ignore the state of my nails under this gel polish. They are really disgusting, but I was out in the garden and yeah, apologies for how minging they are. But you can see here, it just eats that product, just debulks so quick, goes right through really easily. And you know, I would only use this for full removals because it is quite coarse and it would go through the builder gel and kind of leave indentations. So I like to use a different bit for doing infills, and I'll show you that next on the next two fingers. So that's another nail done. You can see this is real time. It's so quick. So I'm just stopping that now. I'm going to twist the handpiece and take out the bit. And I'm going to change it now for the bit that I use for infills, and it's called the penultimate bit. It's a safety fine grade bit, also from Willow Academy. It is for left and right-handed. The smooth top, you know, I only use this at a 22 RPM, and the smooth top is really like, it's really good for beginners because you're not going to catch your client with this safety bit because it's rounded at the top. But you'll see here what I mean, why I would use this for infills. You can see that it's just taking back that top coat and the colour coats and leaving the builder gel intact, and it's leaving it really smooth. It's not like taking chunks out of it or anything got there. It's just perfect, and I love it for infills. So that's that nail done, and you can see there was a wee bit of lift in there at the side and I've taken that off, but you can see the pink builder gel. Would be really easy just to infill that. And then on to the next one. And you can just see how easy that takes down the colour. but it's so smooth that it doesn't touch the layer underneath, and I absolutely love it for that. And I think I'll probably always rebuy it for that reason, because to be honest with you, I mostly do infills because there's very, very little people that come back and want once they've had builder gel, that they want to have it off, because builder gel just makes your nails so much stronger, and without it you just feel as if your nails are going to bend, and you feel really weird without them. So that's me just showing you how pink those two are, because there's still builder gel on them. But for today's video, I am completely removing the gel. So I'm going to go back now in with my green smoothie bit. And I'm going to take down the rest of these nails. I could just watch people using a drill all day, an Efile. I just absolutely love it. I find it so therapeutic just watching people taking gel off nails. So if you haven't used an Efile before, I would really, really recommend that you go and do a course on it, because they can be quite dangerous if you don't know how to use them, and if you're not using them at the right speeds and stuff like that. But the thing I love about Willow Academy is every time you buy a new bit, they send a wee card with it that gives you directions on how to use it, what speed to use it at, and how to clean it, and the aftercare, and how long they recommend you they'll say they recommend you changing it every so many weeks or whatever, or so many sets of removals you should remove your bit and change it. So I really like that about them. And if you're really if you're really settled on being a nail tech, and that's what you want to be, then I would absolutely invest in doing an Efile course and buying an Efile, because you're going to save yourself in the long run. It just helps so much with your workload. It speeds everything up. You're not going back and forward with a file all day. I wouldn't be without mine. I use it in every single client. So that's it finished. You can see how quick that was. I'm just dusting down, and I'm going to go in now with acetone. Cut up my cotton pieces. And this is for a complete removal. I never ever do complete removals, but I just wanted to show you if I was going to do it, this is how I would do it. And I buy this box here of foil from Sally's, and it's actually for doing highlights and stuff on your hair. But I just find it's the perfect size for doing wraps. So I just soak my piece of cotton wool in acetone, get my foil and wrap it round. And I'll do that to every finger. And once that's done, then I leave that foil on for at least 10 minutes, sometimes 15, just depending. But I've went quite far down with the Efile, so it should only take about 10 minutes really to soak these off. So just get them all on. And that's them all wrapped. So while they were wrapped, I Efiled off the other set, my other hand, and I just want to show you how much came off one hand. Now this is just one hand, and I want to show you how much came off dust and debris. So it's really important as well to use a dust extractor. My beautiful friend Christine actually sent me this one here. Sent me this lovely dust collector, and I use it all the time. I'm very, very grateful for it, because I was actually breathing that in before she sent that. So yeah, it's incredible whenever you can see it there on the machine, how much it does its job. So they've soaked now. I'm just going in with this tool. This is a wee Navy Pro tool. I'm just going to scrape down. You can see how easily that's coming off now. And really that's not even builder gel, that's probably just the base coat. I've taken it that far down. There will be a few wee stubborn bits, and if there is, I'll leave it because I will get it with my arbor band that I use after this. So just let you watch this. Let you see me taking it all off here. Right, okay, we're down now to the near the end. I just want to go on here with these zebra bands from Willow. They're 240 grit, so they are okay to use on the natural nail, but only use them as fast as you would use a hand file. So I go in and I would keep it between 5 and 7 on a very low speed. I'm just going to go around the nail and get any wee stubborn bits that haven't come off with the acetone and tidy up the nails. So just going around every nail. And these zebra bands from Willow Academy are one use only. So once you've used them on a client, you just take it off and bin it. I think you get 100 bands in the box. But I basically use these bands for, if I'm doing builder gel, I'll use these here for refining the nail and everything. The only time I really use the hand file is at the very end to do the free edge and stuff like that there and make sure that the shape's right. So my Efile is it's like my right hand constantly. I couldn't work without it. I could, but I wouldn't want to, like. Okay, so once I've finished that, I'm just going to go in here now with this Navy Pro tool. It's just a cuticle pusher, but when I push back the cuticles, I push them all back, and then I'll go round like a half moon, the shape of the what you want the nail to look like. Sometimes some people's cuticles can be down on one side further than the other, so this just kind of gets that shape in. So do that to all the nails. And then I'm going to go on with a cuticle bit, and this cuticle bit here that I'm going to use, I honestly don't know where I got it. I can't remember where I got it, but Willow does do ones like this as well. And I'm just going to put it in and put it at a speed of, like a low speed as well, nothing too fast. Between 7 and 10, I would say. And I have it in forward here. I'm just going to go around the cuticle area and push back the cuticles with the bit as I am lifting the protein off the nail as well, keeping it very level to the nail. I'm not pointing it down the ways. I'm keeping it flat to the nail so that it doesn't dig into the nail or anything. So once I've done that with all 5 nails, I will put the Efile in the reverse, and I will go up the other side of the nail and get all the dead protein and cuticle off the other side and up the balls. And I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love watching people removing gels. I just love it. So that's me in reverse now. Back up to 7. And away I go again, round the 5 nails, up the other side. And you can see bits of cuticle. I love it whenever somebody comes in and they've got loads of cuticle. I had a girl in the other day and she was a nail biter. She hadn't got her nails done in a very long time. And honestly, her cuticles came halfway up her fingernail. By the time I got all the cuticle down and pushed down and cleaned off the nail, her nails looked twice the length they were whenever she came in. She couldn't believe how long her nails looked with the cuticles pushed back. They make such a difference. And if you do it right and get all your cuticle prepped properly, all the protein off the nail plate, your gel polishes should last without any lifting. So this wee bit here is called the ball bit from Willow Academy, and it's a fine grade. So it's totally safe to use on the nail plate. I'm just going right round the cuticle area again, just making sure I've got everything up. You can still see some debris coming off the nail and up the side walls that I couldn't get at with the other one. This wee ball bit gets right in there. So dust it down now, and I'm going to go on with the cuticle nippers. Now, only use these if you're, if you feel confident enough to do so, and if your client wants to have their cuticles nipped. A lot of times some clients will be actually scared of the nippers. So you can go in with the ball bit and go over the cuticle with that just to smooth it down and take it back a bit. But I do like to use the nippers, and I'm only lifting white dead skin. You can see here that what's coming off is white. There's no blood supply going to it, so it is dead skin. And once I've done that, I go back in with the wee ball bit, and I just polish the cuticle where I've nipped it off, because sometimes the nippers can leave like wee jagged edges of the skin, and they can cause rag nails or hang nails or whatever you want to call them. So I just like to polish around that area to make sure that doesn't happen. And once that's done, it's really only a matter of going in then and filing your shape on the free edge. That is basically all that prep done. I'm just going to go in and tidy mine up. I'm not going to really change the shape or anything. That willow file is one that I use personally myself. That's why it looks a bit battered. I wouldn't use that in clients. I keep that just for myself. And I'll use it to death, basically. I always like nice new looking files for clients, but I mean, seriously, once I take a file out, I will use it until it's like no grit left at all. So I'm just showing you here what I do with a cuticle oil. If I do a full removal, I put it everywhere, on the nail plate, behind the nail, all around the nail. I really want to saturate those fingers in oil and let those nails come back to life again. So guys, this is how I do it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've maybe learned something from it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will link Willow and Amazon below. And thanks for watching.